Hello, happy Monday, everyone. Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are. Gonna give a warm welcome. We've got some new love trainers, new love train stations keep opening globally. I love it. And if you are here, it's because you followed the energy. This entire community is 100% authentically and organically grown, which is so cool. Okay, so welcome. We have new love trainers in Indonesia. I believe that is a first. Welcome to you. I have some dear friends in Indonesia, and they are absolutely bright lights. And so I have no doubt that you guys shining your light there is super important. Also new from British Vancouver in Canada. Welcome to you. New love trainers in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, the love train in Phoenix continues to expand, and also Seattle, Washington. So welcome to all of you, and had to jump in here. Boy, this weekend was quite interesting energetically, wasn't it? We just rolled into, there was all that solstice energy, which, by the way, those portals are still open. They stay open for quite a bit. Thank you to those of you who participated in the solstice ritual. That was just magical on Friday. Saturday, we had a beautiful group class. Man, did we go deep. Lots of stuff got purged. And, then you can imagine yesterday I was done. I went to the beach, where I went to the quietest one I could find deliberately. I was ready to integrate all these energies, had a beautiful conversation. It's interesting because I'm able to now witness people awakening. And there's one of I call him my beach angels. He saw me as I arrived, and we hadn't seen each other in quite a few weeks. I think he had been on holiday, and he just all of a sudden he said, Patty, I've never asked you what it is that you do. And so I did my best to explain it to him in Spanish. And so then I pointed out to him, I said, I watch you run up and down this beach all the time with a big smile, and you're helping people, and you're carrying chairs and umbrellas and helping people get on and off boats. And he said, so what do you think I need to do? And I said, when you wake up in the morning, do you put you first? And he teared up. He said, I never do. I take care of my family. I said, I know. When you make that shift, put you first. Pour all the love you put into everybody else, pour that into you first, and it'll change. And I'll tell you, he sat with that and he said, why do I keep crying? And I said, because it's a relief of your heart, that your heart is happy that you're now going to re-engage it. And it's, the message that I gave to him is true for all of us. It really is. For our light is needed right now on the planet. Old structures are collapsing, and simultaneously, look at this light. Look at this light. Simultaneously, more and more people are awakening. And so just like the very thing that inspired this beautiful soul that I've known for years, to suddenly say, wait a minute, I need to ask her what she does. And just really, truly, he was sincerely interested in, okay, what can I do next? What can I do next to shift my own situation? And I have no doubt he's going to do it, because he really, really felt it and connected with it. I didn't see him as broken. I saw him as a powerful creator, and showed him, right? We guide. Here's where you look. One small piece. If I'd gotten into Ascension and, oh my gosh, you should have seen the Schumann this morning, his head would have exploded, right? But for all of us, even if you are aware of what's going on, right, with these graphs, if you are aware of what's going on in Ascension, you still can't ignore. That just makes you very knowledgeable about this. That doesn't mean that you're monitoring your own energy. Are you shining your own light? Are you giving the love to yourself? Are you giving your own gift to yourself first? Everything comes from what we radiate outwards. And so right now there is a lot of different constructs coming to completion in the third dimension, which we can still see, We can also choose to align with it if we give it a bunch of focus. If we give it our attention, you're now temporarily unconscious and focusing on the very thing that you don't want more of. And so, I mean, my guides have been dumping so much stuff into me this morning. I've been taking notes for hours, but really with a smile on my face, because they're getting very granular at how they explain things. And so one of the, I'm trying to see which, there was a statement that came in that really resonated. I mean, they all do. They're saying, is your to-do list, or is what you're trying to create, are you doing things only to avoid unwanted circumstances? If you are taking action to avoid unwanted circumstances, that is you focusing on the old 3D timeline instead of what do I want to create from this now moment. Okay, so it's all choosing timelines. And I was inspired. One of the things that I have been writing out, and I'm actually putting together some graphics, is I'm going to do a free class here on YouTube for all of us, showing examples of how to choose your highest timeline. And I'm going to give you guys a little, I'm calling it a test today, but it's not really a test. You can't fail it, but just something for you to gain an awareness around where you're at. So today, where we normally do a YouTube love train grounding, what I'm going to do is bring everybody into a calm state. And then I'm going to sign off and let each and every one of you pick a timeline that you want to focus on by going into the channel here, finding one of the videos, find an activation that speaks to you the loudest. Okay, that's how you follow your light. That's how you follow your energy. So you're going to just go through the list. You can highlight videos and which one talks to you the loudest. Now, and it may be the one that says, oh, I don't need that one. I don't need that one. That's your noodle. That's the exact one you need. Okay. So I'm going to have everybody practice following their energy, following their light today. And we're going to do a quasi grounding. I'm going to get everybody into alignment. And then I'm going to have you, you can start thinking or scrolling too. You can scroll through there, see which activation speaks to you. That's the one that you're being guided to, and that's going to help you really to integrate. This is a lot going on. So I highlighted this because this was literally during the day yesterday, and you can see we're getting these massive spikes. So there is more light and consciousness available on the planet right now than ever before. This is important for us to know. Why? Because there's only light and absence of light. So all the unconscious, all those who are still focused in the third dimension, there is now a grander amount of light and consciousness available, which means that their healing process is quicker, it is more seamless, and they have a lot more options about, okay, what's next for me? What's next in my journey? So there's a bridge that's been laid for them to just simply step on it and cross, which is a great thanks to each and every one of you who are here, because this is what the whole love train, you're all way showers, and you came here to shine your light. And I know it doesn't matter how long you've been here or how long you've been awakened, because right now we're all being called to stand in our light. So it's, if you're allowing a trigger to take your focus away, how quickly can you catch yourself and say, wait, it has to be about you. You must make yourself and your energy a priority and shine your light. We're all being called upon just to shine our light. And if there's an exterior situation, it's coming to the light. Allow this to come to the light. I know what this is. I'm going to be the observer, right? If something triggers you, oh, okay, this is triggering me because it wants to come to the light. Or you can get triggered and go, oh, not this thing again. Right now, you're not in your power. You're not in your light. And so really see if you've got to slow your roll to be able to recognize where you are, right? So you got to slow everything down And then just say, okay, what am I thinking about? Where am I putting my focus and attention? What's getting my energy? And then you get to choose. Am I choosing an old timeline, or am I choosing a higher timeline? So wanted to share that. It's all about energy. How well do you know your energy? How well do you know your power? Those are the questions you want to ask yourself now. How well do I know my energy, and how well do I know my power? Am I focusing on that? Okay, let's see. Let me take a peek and see. I see Robin is here. Hello. Hey, Claude. How are you? I see Phil here, right? Philip from Germany. Stacy. Oh, I love it. Stacy. Stacy, I'm very glad to hear that you pulled over to the side of the road for safety purposes. That's awesome. For some reason, you're always in the car whenever I do a live. I love it. Vicky is here from Italy. Hello, Vicky. Manu is here. Maury, Paige. Hey, Paige. Jen's here. Hey, Jen. Rosemary, Kimberly, Judy is here from Illinois. Hello. Helene. Hello. Awesome, awesome. Annie's in the UK. La, la, la. Okay, Maury, energy with, yeah, lots of pressure in the head and ear ringing. The ear ringing is on a new level. I have to tell you though, I'm hearing these really beautiful tones. And so remember, our hearing is getting upgraded to be able to receive higher frequencies. And then your body is just readjusting to these high frequencies. And these are super high. Super high. So there can be a great variance between where you're at. Now, remember, this came up the other day. I think it was in the group class. Someone said, wait, how come I don't hear it? It's quite possible that you're already vibrating at a higher frequency, in which case there's less of a disparage in, difference in the frequencies. So your body's integrating it more easily. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Wanted to point that out. So not everyone feels this light the same way. So do not compare your journey to another's. As you really got to go within and say, how is this affecting me? How am I feeling? Let's see. Trista is here. Hello. Aina from Norway. Welcome. Cheryl is in Washington. Awesome. Awesome. Trista, happy Earth Day, girl. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. What a great day. Well, the energy is right here for your birthday. So I hope you're having a lot of fun today. You deserve it. Leah is here. Hey, Leah. Good to see you. Maury is wishing Trista happy birthday. Georgina is here. Hi, Georgina. Shauna from Sedona. Hello. Thank you for being here. Da, da, da. Gina in Tampa Bay. Hello. Okay, Josephine. Okay, where's the link? Okay, so Josephine, I'm not sure. So two things, I'll quickly recap what I said in the beginning. So I will be scheduling sometime probably for next week. I'm going to do a workshop, a free workshop right here live on YouTube for everybody to participate in. And it's going to be about choosing your highest timeline. My guides gave me some beautiful insight this weekend. And again, it's stuff that I'm already practicing, but sometimes I don't have human words. I want to be able to teach it, right, in a way that's that you can digest. And so I got some beautiful, simple instructions, or for lack of a better way of putting it, from my guides this weekend. And then this morning, when I was sitting in like my little calm, peaceful mode, I got an idea. The creativity started. It's funny. I just bought a candle. Literally, it's called True Inspiration. I lit the candle, and these inspirations started coming in about how I could present it with visuals. And so I just am giving myself time to create the visuals. I already have the whole thing. It got downloaded this morning. Wrote it all out. The visuals is something I got to do when I feel creative, and I'm going to be in Canva with those. So once I know that I've allowed myself enough space and grace to create that, I will go ahead and give us plenty of time and announce when I'm going to do that workshop. Now, the second thing that I talked about, which I'm not sure if this is what you're asking about the link, is today, before I close out this session here, we're going to go into our heart space, slow everybody down to a calmness, and then I want everybody to practice feeling. Where is my light guiding me? And so I'm going to bring everybody into an aligned state. And then I'm going to sign off gracefully. And then I want you to go into the YouTube channel here under videos and see which activation jumps out at you. And do that one from that calm state. Just extend after I go off air, extend that grace and time to yourself to align with your highest timeline, because whichever activation you choose is what you're being guided to, and that's going to be in your best and highest good for today. If the noodle says it can't be that one, that's the one I want you to pick, because the noodle will, at whatever comes up, it's coming to the light. So it's still, it's like, oh, I don't know about them pouring this much love into themselves today. I'm going to try and get in the middle on, let's make some noodle soup. So don't let the noodle soup get in. It should be intuitive, and just go to the first one that draws your attention, because that's going to be where, that's the energy. That's your light guiding the way. You're following your own energy, and let the light guide the way. And that activation will be perfect for you for today. Okay, let's see. Martina just popped in from rainy and cold Cape Town. Oh goodness. Oh, you're opposite us, huh? I think it's your winter. Well, you're still shining your light from within. So, thank you for taking time and coming in here. I believe it's evening, right? Or it's evening where you are. So thanks for popping in here, Martina. Always good to see you. Let's see. All right. So let me get more into this. All right. So here, this is almost like what we call angel wings. Where kind of angel wings tends to look like what I call a little wisdom tooth, and they usually are. These are dumping wisdom into us. And so, just so you know, we are having lots of DNA activated with these big bursts of light. So, what does this mean? So, this means gifts can be coming online, awareness. Greater awareness of self, and really stepping into your truth. Notice where anywhere in your life you're not being authentic. And that includes if someone says, how are you? I'm fine. And then not really. No, I'm not feeling good. Right. Notice where you're putting on that mask still. The masks are not effective in the fifth dimension. They really aren't. And people pleasing and perfectionism, all of that stuff is not serving you. And so if you need time for yourself, it is perfectly okay to say, I'm focusing on me today. Nothing to do with you. Don't take it personally, or take it personally. It doesn't matter. You're not responsible for other people's emotions. Your priority must be you. You got to put yourself first. In this time and space that we're in, if you're still not putting yourself first, you are focusing backwards into the suffering. You're focusing backwards into the suffering. And so, let go of the lie that it's selfish and blah, blah, blah. You must give your light to yourself first. This is like, they keep repeating. Are you giving the light? Which means, are you giving love to yourself? Are you giving attention to yourself? I want to do this. What do you want to do? Including if it's nothing. I want to rest. You're done right there. Go rest. But I should do laundry. Now you're right. Should in the bed. You're should in the bed. There's no should and there's no have to in the fifth dimension. It's all following your energy, let your light guide the way, take action from your highest timeline, not the lowest one, not the should or have to. If we take action from the should or have to, any guesses what the results are going to be? More of the same. Because you didn't change your broadcasting. You went back to the old channel. It said, okay, I'm just going to stay here. So the same gets reflected back. So it's choosing from the highest timeline, creating from new. Okay. Let me show you guys really quickly let's look at the Shaka Laka Laka chart. Here we go. I'm also going to do another, I was guided to do another, I'm going to do a free class, and I'm going to put up the Starseed quiz. I have a starseed quiz that helps you identify your starseed and some soul identity. We did this in the last retreat, those who participated in the Sedona virtual retreat, as well as those who were, with me in Sedona. And it was interesting how the questions alone triggered really insane. The noodle soup was really rocking and rolling on that one. Let me see, did I get the right? Yeah. And so I realized that this requires some guidance. And so what I'm going to do is do a live workshop. I'll post the quiz. Everybody can take the quiz. And then I'm going to help guide you to see if you're in the noodle or in the head. Because you got to be noodle in the heart. You got to be in the heart or you're not going to get a true answer. Okay. And so that's going to be a fun one. That will be probably week after next. And I'll be posting about that too. And that'll be fun because then that can lead to, I've been doing soul mission readings for people who are ready to hear it. And by ready to hear it, I mean that they were able to go into their heart and really go through these questions and some additional questions from their heart space. Because only from the heart space can we get a true read from your soul. All right. The soul doesn't, there's nothing in the noodle that's up there in that realm. And so to really connect with your soul mission and some of your soul gifts, it's got to be 100% from the heart. So we're all getting there. No one's behind. When no one is behind. And so I'm going to begin really introducing a little more education behind Starseed and soul identity stuff to help the whole community because we're growing so fast, so fast. I love it. Let's see. All right, let me show you guys what is going on. Let me move the noodle. Here we go. All right. This was Saturday, and you can see Saturday night, Purge Alley. Look, these spikes are all chakras being purged. And then here you can see it goes into a general, yesterday midday, look at this. So there was a combination of purging and light. So I think for many, look at the solar plexus here. You probably felt this in the solar plexus, a lot still going up in the upper chakras, which is right, any symptoms having to do with your head, the throat chakra, lots of clearing, because many still are not speaking their truth, still not speaking your truth, and you do it from the heart space, right? And so this is all a lot of brand new energy, tons of brand new energy, and you can see this covers hours. This is across many hours, and then you can see they've put us into this integration. The integration can feel like an ebb. It can feel like, right, oh no, I'm stuck. You're not stuck. Or that how come I can't follow my energy, right? It could seem like you don't have clarity, but it's just you integrating the energy. And that's where going into the breath, drinking a lot of water, spending time in nature. When you go out into nature, you're harmonizing with Gaia's frequency. She's already there. She's already there. So we go into nature. That's what I did all day yesterday. The wind blew nonstop and I loved it. I normally, like sometimes I'll take an Uber because I went to a beach that's quite a distance away. I walked all the way there and just let the wind blow in my face. It felt so good. And so really know that Gaia is out there for each and every one of you to access her timeline, access that harmony. And you're naturally there. When you access her timeline, you're on your highest timeline instantly. Okay. So, all right. Who's ready? We're going to do a little it's like a breathing / meditation just to bring you guys into alignment. And then when you're, once I sign off, go in and see which activation resonates the most with you. For some of you, it may be calling in your angels. For some of you, it may be the activation from last Thursday. For some of you, you might go further back. If you're not making yourself a priority, there's one called the mirror exercise. The mirror exercise is the title of the video. You can put that in the search bar, it'll pull it up for you. And that one is teaching you to even say the words that I am a priority and it's safe to be a priority. And so start to feel into, right? And be ready to just feel. Don't analyze. The second you analyze, you're game over. You already are stopped listening to your intuition. And that's going to be our play for today. And I am going to follow up next week with a workshop on what it means to choose your highest timeline in every now moment. Am I choosing from my heart? And what does that mean? Because every time you choose from a new timeline, you are collapsing the one that you didn't desire. See? So it's choosing what you want to create, not what you want to uncreate. Those are two different timelines. All right, so it'll be fun. Okay, let's do this. You know, I like me a little ambiance. So let's see, what I think we're going for purple. Yeah, let's go here. I love this. The calling in the purple flame for healing. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's how we're going to quiet the mind. So if you are not driving, please take a page out of Stacy's book and pull over or listen to this later. And then just close your eyes and focus on your breath. And knowing that these energies are stirring up, right? These are agitators. So it's stirring things up that want to come to the light to be healed. So just close your eyes and bring your focus to your breath. And then now bring your attention to the back of your brain. Just that's your focus. Just see, sense, or feel. Bring your attention to the back of your brain. And on the inhale, say, I inhale calm. Exhale, relax. Focus on the back of the brain. Inhale, calm. Exhale, relax. Nice. Keep that focus in the back of the brain. Inhale, calm. Exhale, relax. Really good. Now take another deep inhale. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. Inhale up to your heart space. Exhale back down to Gaia's heart. Nice. Inhale up to your heart space. Focus on the back of the brain. Exhale, relax. Inhale, calm. Exhale, relax. Really good. Awesome. You can slowly come back into your body. And then I encourage all of you, go pick an activation from this state of being. You guys did great. I could feel the whole group just shift into that beautiful, peaceful calm. And have a beautiful day. I will follow the energy like I always do, and you will see me as the energy calls. And sending big love to all of you. Don't forget to shine your light. That's all you need to do.